Samsonov, of course, the Belarusian for Team JJ. These two should provide some fireworks here tonight. Here's Samsonov, highest rank, #1, rank 12 at the moment, the Belarusian. Another man who's 1.88 m. That seems to be the default tonight for the male European table tennis players. Being the last six Olympic Games, 15 years in the world top 10 against Jan Mizutani, ranked in the top 10, ranked 6 at the moment, was ranked 4th, of course, the youngest national champion, just 17. He's 28 years of age now. Bronze in the singles, of course, at Rio just last year. Japan's first ever table tennis singles medal. And Mr. Lo Siu Nyan from Malaysia is our referee. He looks lovely with me, but you don't mess with him. He's such a gentle giant around the place. But get him in that chair. So the penultimate game of day 2 of T2 here in the T2 Cavern. And it is Samsonov who will get us underway.
We could be set for a cracker here. Two fabulous players.
And knows that each other's game inside out as well. Samsonov towers over Mizutani in terms of height. But we've said it's not necessarily an advantage in terms of table tennis play.
It's nice to see Mizutani being proactive there, going for his forehand. Sometimes when you see him playing the very top Chinese in the world, he's too passive, and it's the same for Samsonov as well.
It is in a way a mental thing, but you also fear opening yourself up for punishment.
It's lovely the way that after Samsonov does the pendulum serve, he's so quick at getting down from that 6'3", 6'4" into position, waiting for that third ball.
4-2.
Mizutani with the early advantage.
5-2.
And you'll notice through this game, Mizutani is so clever at that and has been since he was 12, 13 years old, opening with different spins.
3-5.
Left v right this match, again changing the dynamic slightly. Samsonov just trying to get a foothold in this match. It's long again. Remember, he opened this T2 era with that great match, a draw 2-2 against Timo Boll. And he's just trying to get that rhythm that he had in that match back again. Oh, took the edge. He's not having the rhythm, he's not got the luck, and he's 5 points down.
Well, this is not normally the way that Mizutani plays. Normally he's back from the table, lobbing, quite passive. This is how he needs to play if he wants to get into the top 2 or 3 in the world.
He must have had a boost from the Olympics, of course, getting a medal there. Service is normal when it comes to the top 2 places on the podium in terms of China, but gives you a little bit of hope for the future and of course for the next Olympic Games.
3-10.
That's great defence from Samsonov. Well, that's one game point defended. Really had to work hard though. He came at him like a bullet.
10-5.
Both players affected by the net cord. Samsonov hanging in there.
11-5.
Well, that was a little bit rapid fire, wasn't it? First game in 4 minutes.
Never quite gone to 6 games. Let's see how we go. It's possible, but unlikely. That did all sorts of things, and Samsonov just looked at the table thinking, what happened there?
I wonder if this was a definite tactic though from Jorgen Persson to say to Mizutani, look, your whole career you've been too passive. Let's do something about that here.
Tie.
41 against 28. Samsonov the older of the two men. Mizutani's
Second game.
serve
Mizutani
win
to
percentage
serve.
at 64 and
Love off.
Samsonov down at 40. It needs to come up.
One love. Love 2.
Well, you talk about Mizutani normally hanging back and defending. It's Samsonov who's doing the blocking.
And what we're seeing here is normally what happens when Samsonov plays against the top 2 or 3 players in the world. He just goes into his shell a little bit.
Again, it's long. Mizutani looking for a second successive win after beating Ocharov 2-1. Won the last game on a sudden death point.
5 love.
At the moment, it's not looking like he might need a sudden death point anytime soon. Oh,
Love
yes.
6.
Jumped into the shot. This is a bit of a thrashing in this second game at the moment. Already gone. Not much that Samsonov could do about that. Team JJ need the points. They've taken a bit of a thumping so far tonight.
One 6.
And 14-5. So that'll get worse, I believe.
Six 2. Six 3.
Well, the last couple of points really. It's not hit the ball cleanly, Samsonov. It definitely works in your favour though. Opponent not being able to read the spin.
Oh yes,
3-7.
lovely angle, cleanly hit from Mizutani.
Let
The
3-7.
Samsonov watching today with the one that traded blows with ball at the beginning of yesterday. Different person.
4-7.
Just a little bit undercooked. Had to wait a long time to get on court as well, which never really helps.
Eight 4.
Another good pickup there from the racket of Mizutani. Reading the length of the serve, and that is so crucial at any level in sport, particularly this one.
See the serve with the spin just drifting to the right, but Mizutani in general has been picking it pretty well. Not that occasion. No chance at all for Samsonov there. He's a really energetic man around the table, isn't he? Look at the knee is up, gives it everything. Bit of energy needed from Samsonov.
4-10.
It's going 4-0 to Mizutani, and he's on game point again.
11-4.
And it's gone long.
Second game.
Still 14.5 minutes on the clock, and we
Match
already have
break for 1
a
minute.
couple of games going the way of the Japanese player and of Team Pearson.
Be interesting here if the Belarusian can get back into this, because he's definitely not 6 or 7 points a set worse than Mizutani. Not when he's in full flow.
And they obviously do a lot of hitting with each other when they are at the club together. They know each other. They've obviously been around each other in this tournament, although of course within the teams they tend to stick to the teams, which is the beauty of the tournament. Right, they've had the compulsory minute timeout after 2 games, and now, not after each game, they will change ends. Let's see what Vladimir Samsonov can do. Still got enough time to come back to 2-2, perhaps even sneak a kill zone game. Samsonov didn't play badly, but Mizutani played even better.
It's a big point for Samsonov, even as early as we are in this third set. It's got to stay with him.
I think Samsonov was hitting all these great shots thinking, will it ever stop coming back? Excellent work from both players.
Samsonov just saying there, should have opened up into the middle, should have opened the hand at the last second. And that's what he's done on this occasion. To learn from your mistakes, don't you?
Don't get very far unless you do. Don't be afraid of your mistakes, as long as you learn from them.
3-all.
Good. Fatal, 6 points played. They can go, well, technically, not really for a little chat with the captains, but they'll take their opportunity to have a word in their ear. I think the players are getting the message that it's not a full-on timeout type situation.
3-all.
It is literally a chance just to get the sweat off your brow. Oh yes, that was a great shot from Mizutani. Dip, swerved. And it's a shame for Samsonov because he went from just getting the ball back to starting to get some really good shots in himself. But this wasn't good enough in the end.
That's exactly what he needs to do. If Mizutani's beaten him by being proactive, that's it. Samsonov needs to step round there as well. Take a few risks. That's what high-level table tennis is all about.
Just starting to ramp it up a little bit. And that's what he needs to do, like you say, Gavin. Fight fire with fire if you have to. What's the worst that's going to happen?
I mean, these guys have got so much ability that they can throw the racket at these shots. You see it in the practice hall. That's it, a subtle little change into the middle there. Much better from the racket of Samsonov.
Seven, 5.
Well, he's ahead by 2 now, Samsonov, and he has a hold in this game and in the match.
Try and read that service. As soon as he strikes, it's a chop service. As soon as he makes contact with it, he comes up, which is telling you, yep, I've put a topspin serve in. Oh, no, I haven't.
7, 5.
So when they start double bluffing you, you've got to worry.
Eight, 5.
I'd love to tell you what that was, but I've got no idea. Didn't put the players off though, did it?
8, 6, 8.
Still have a lot of time on the clock. We might get 2 more games in after this.
1 minute.
Timeout has been called though.
Team JJ and Samsonov with the timeout. I think that's a clever one to stop Jun Mizutani's momentum.
He's got a bit of a hand-dog look about it, doesn't he, Samsonov? But I'm sure he gets fired up like the rest, and he just needs to get his head in the game. I'm sure someone would say it once upon a time. I just love the amount of concentration on his face. He is almost like the Chinese players in that you're never quite sure what's going through his mind. Doesn't show a lot of emotion, not like shots we saw just now.
And these guys are so good. They look down at the racket in disbelief
7, 8.
when they've missed a shot.
There's a hole in it somewhere. Oh, took the net
9, 7.
and just went long.
We don't often hear that as well. A roar of delight from the Samsonov.
Just as we were saying, he never gives anything away.
Let 9, 7.
How the ball crawled over the net there.
9, 8.
Lovely hunt of that serve. All of 3 or 4 inches off the end of the table. Mizutani was still able to generate a huge amount of pace.
Oh yes, just a bit too fast, a bit too acute an angle. And we're back to 9-9.
Very similar that one there to Ovcharov earlier on when he was playing Shabayev. 3 or 4 of those big flick winners that he was playing.
So then, a chance to make it 3-0. Mizutani has come from behind here. Samsonov looked like he had his game back together. But this is great from the Japanese player.
10 all.
And so to a deciding point. No juice, of course. Who's got the nerve? And we know that Samsonov has the serve. tries long.
11-10.
After all that, got himself back onto level terms.
From Team
But
Purple.
he's still yet to get on the scoreboard here.
Last thing he wanted there was the serve drifting long. He wasn't really in a position to play a big reloop off that, but credit to Mizutani. Looking for the aggressive shot. He looks gutted there, does Samsonov. It's always so when you lose.
Time.
Sudden death.
This is not going to be the first or the last time they've felt this emotion. We've got a lot more to go throughout this season, through to December.
Love all.
6:26 on the clock. It's either going to
Love
be
one.
a game that plays to 0 on the clock, or we might just squeak a kill zone game.
Two love.
He's missed very few of those backhands. There's Mizutani.
Three love. Love four.
Well, the leg goes up to get the power in the shot, and it worked that time. Put everything into it. It's almost like he's about, I don't know, climb a ladder or something.
It's a clever smash as well. Tiny bit of backspin on it.
4-2.
First stroke win certainly going the way of the Japanese.
Four
4:40 and counting down on the clock. 4-2 the score. Oh yes.
4-3.
At the moment, it doesn't matter what shot he plays. It's flying on. Plays that one shot. That leg. Look at that. One leg.
In the zone, isn't he? Everything's working for him.
3-5.
No, give it a good go.
3-6.
Mizutani has the sort of feeling as well. You'd expect him to make that once he gets to that. If he could have just got to that ball, he would have had the hand feeling to caress that ball over the net.
Oh, just a bit tucked up.
7-3.
And Samsonov 4 ahead. Keep an eye on the clock. May well be able to wrap it up before we get to 0.
8-3.
Better from the man from Belarus. The Olympic veteran. I should go in the last 6 Olympic
3-9.
Games. Just think of the memorabilia he has. This young man. Very much looking forward, I'm sure, to the Olympic Games on home territory. He's just a spot above it at the moment in this game. He's definitely got the match won. It's a question of whether he can get another point for the team and himself.
Left. 3-9.
Wonderful high toss reverse serve that was. Just showing to us there that it wasn't luck.
4-9. 9-5.
And he's happy with that, is Mizutani. Plays with high energy, plays with a smile on his face most of the time. And that's wrong this time.
10-5.
So 5 game points for Samsonov to bring it to what, 3-1.
11-5.
And he's done it. That's much better from Samsonov. And we are in the kill zone. So what happens here is that we stop the clock. It doesn't matter anymore. It's first to 5 and they'll take another game. So it could be 4-1, it could be 3-2. It depends who gets off to a flyer, really.
We love the kill zone. It's been a feature quite a few of the matches so far that have unfolded.
Good comeback from Samsonov, who was dead and bare in the first 3. And if he can just sneak this one, this is the beauty of it. You can make it look a lot more respectable in a T2 cave. Does look like a cave rather than a cavern, doesn't it, with all that stone at the top.
Kill zone game.
Is there a difference?
Excuse me. Okay. Kill zone game. Samsonov, Susaf, love all.
I'll start without him. I'll never do. We're underway now, just about the clock's not on, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's a good shot right down the line and actually stepped back into the ball there. He was able to hit it with a little bit more force, a little bit more pace. Wonderful serve there. The secret to such a fast serve is to catch the ball as low as you can to the table.
Which comes with its own dangers, of course. Could come bouncing straight back at you. Oh, what a defensive shot that was from Mizutani. 2 points away from taking the game in the kill zone.
1-3.
No wonder Samsonov's a bit annoyed. And he has almost got there. Mizutani. I'll watch this like a hawk. Not this time. Chance to get a quick towel. Quick word of advice and encouragement from Jürgen Persson.
All I can think of here is it's the unbelievable warm-up that Mizutani had with the world #1 woman Ding Ning earlier on, because he's looking really sharp. He's attacked more in this match than I've ever seen him do before, and this is the way that he needs to play for the next few years.
16-6, look at that for a score between Persson and Team JJ. And he has a chance, 2 chances to bring this home and make it 4-1. He's done it. Well, I think it's on merit as well. Samsonov just seemed a little bit off colour today. Never really had the energy levels we saw yesterday. It was a different Samsonov who went toe-to-toe with Timo Boll. But he'll be a happy man. Mizutani, who has 2 wins under his belt after that 2-1 victory over Dima Ocharov. And look at what it meant to him as well. Absolutely delighted